many times that I miss you. I know how to call when I want to. Now you got way bigger issues.
Billionaire, when you cash it, shopping and spending the cash it. There is no mercy for money. Maka why, but you the cash it. Billionaire, when you cash it, shopping and spending the cash it. There is no mercy.
To make this, I used 1 yard of African fabric and I used 2 yards of crepe fabric, or you can use satin. I also have 1 yard of lining fabric. I'm using cotton lining fabric for this. I also have cotton interfacing for this. This side is the side that adheres to the fabric and this side is the side that is not sticky. So we call it hairstay in Nigeria. I don't know what you guys call it. Let me know in the comment section what you call it where you are. You will also need pattern paper because we are going to be drafting this bodice block. So guys, we'll be using this pattern we made the last time, the bustier with keyhole that we made. If you remember this tutorial is me making bustier dresses, some dresses for my daughter's birthday. You know, this is her birthday period, so she wants me to make some dresses for her. The last video I made bustier with keyhole, and she said she wanted, because initially she wanted a Milkmaid dress, so she still insisted she wanted a Milkmaid dress, and that's what I'm going ahead to make. The main thing is she wants it to be a Basque waistline. So that's why I'm still using the same pattern for it. After all, it's a bustier. From your bustiers you can make corset, you can make anything, so don't throw away your patterns when you make them. That's why I like to have it like this. And if this is your first time coming across my channel and you haven't watched this tutorial how I made this bustier, I'll be dropping that in the description section. I'm just going to do some few things, you know, to amend this to be a Milkmaid dress. So what I need to do, this is the side for the keyhole, and this is the bustier for the front side, and this is the Basque waistline. Then this side is the back. So on the front, I'm just going to, if you remember, if you haven't watched it, make sure you watch it so that you understand this. At this line, this is the under bust line, this place is the under bust line, and this is the waistline. Then this is the waist, continuation of the waistline, this waistline. So from the under bust, I'm going to come up like 1.5 inches. So I'm going to come up 1.5 inches, and I'll mark it here, and I'm going to connect this like this to make a curve there for the corset kind of shape. So I'll just connect this like this. And from here to here, I'll just come in like say 8 inches, or you just use your armhole and continue and make a curve there. So this is the under bust line, remember. So I'm just going to make a curve from this armhole point. So if you're making it, just use your curve ruler so that it will help you to protrude very well. So I'm just going to connect this like this. Yeah, so what we need, we are done basically. So the next thing I will do is I'm going to trace out this part and trace out this part and join them together, and also trace out the Basque waistline and connect it to this one. I hope you guys understand. I will show you when I'm done, and then I'm going to be making the shape of the Milkmaid cup. So for the Milkmaid cup, I'm going to just cut straight on fabric. I'm not going to use my pattern paper. The only calculation I'm going to do is I will note from here to here how many inches it is. So from here, from the top of the bustier to the under bust, I'll take note of that. What I have is 5 inches. And then from the center front to this place, I will take note of that, what that is. And what I have here is 8 inches. So I have 5.5 by 8 inches. What I'm going to do to my Milkmaid material, I'm going to times whatever I have from here to here by 2 or 3. It depends on how the draping you want for the Milkmaid top. So I'm going to times mine by 3, and then again I'm going to add 1.5 inches for the upper side, and I'll add 1/2 inch for the lower side. So 5.5 plus 1.5 will give me 7 inches. So I'm going to, this also is 8 inches, times it by 3, I will get 24. So our sewing allowance, which will be 25. So I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of fabric that will be 6 by 25 inches. And that is what I have here. Can you guys see? And I have 2 pieces like this. So what I'm going to do is I will take this side as the center front, and I'm going to take this side as the center back. Now remember that I came up 1.5 inches from this center front. I came up 1.5 inches. I'm going to come up 1.5 inches on this side too. So I'm going to come up 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches, and I'm going to make a curve from that place. So I make a curve like this, 1.5 inches, and then I don't want this place to be straight. I want it to be slanted. So I'm just going to, so remember this would be like this. So I'm just going to make kind of a V-neck like that, because I don't want that front to be straight. So I'm just going to cut something like this. Can you guys see? So at this side, I'm just going to make a curve. Just make a curve to represent this curve. Just make a curve here. Yeah. So with this, we'll have something that will look like this. Can you guys see? It will be gathered and it will be like that. So this would fit perfectly. So next I will go to the back. For the back, nothing serious for the back. I'm just going to trace it. You know, this stopped at the armhole here. I'm just going to use the same armhole and trace off here like this. So I'm just going to make a line here to have the back of the neckline. So just as if you're just following this to make the back design. So I'm just going to do something like this. So can you guys see? So I'm going to trace off this place. This will be for the back, and I'm going to trace off. So I'll just trace off and cut out in the material and show you guys. So this is it after tracing it out. Can you guys see? This is the Basque waistline and this is the upper side. So what I did basically is I just traced off from here to here. You see it from here to here, and I continued again and traced off this other side. Can you guys see? So I joined these 2 sides together. That is what gave me this one, and then the Basque waistline. So I'm just going to have it like this. Can you guys see? So what I did was I added 1/2 inch sewing allowance here, and I added 1.5 inches here and 1/2 inch at the bottom. For the back, I also cut out the back. So can you guys see? I added 1.5 inches sewing allowance, 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch here. Remember to put a notch to know where the zipper is. I also made a notch for that, as you can see, and I went ahead and cut out strips of fabric for the front. You know, I'm going to make strips of strips that I'm going to pass through the Milkmaid and tie it at the front. So guys, if you have watched till this time and you haven't given this video a thumbs up, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. And if this is your first time coming to my channel, consider subscribing and turn on the notification bell icon so you don't miss any of my sewing tutorial. For today, we are going to be stopping here, and I will continue when we are going to be sewing this. When I'll be sewing this, I will now cut the lower part and I'm going to cut the sleeve. So I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.